I'm going to make this for our potluck tomorrow. This is sweet onions. It's actually, you don't need to cook this much. It's very sweet, so I might dice it and finish it with. Though it's going to be served tomorrow for our potluck at school. It's the last day of school for a nutrition class, and we said we should do a potluck. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing chili. I am going to put the onions at the end as to give that freshness, the crunchiness that beans always needs, because these are dried food that you kind of hydrate and create, right? So that's why anything that gives freshness, a little tanginess to it, always helps. That's why the tomatoes. Also, I'll use cilantro on top and the eggs on top to give that whole freshness to it. Beans does need freshness to make it taste better. Um, Also, I'm going to use pumpkins instead of potatoes. Um, I think pumpkins are good. Potatoes are good too, but it has a different feeling to it than pumpkins, right? Pumpkins will give that gravy a thickness, which potatoes usually do because of the starch. But pumpkins also have some better qualities to it. Going to do some garlic. So 3 pods of garlic. That's about 3/4 pound of beans, dried beans, because I kind of used a little bit for my curry in the morning, right? So that's what it is. The tomatoes are frozen from my garden, so it came in summer. We kind of did the tomatoes. I froze them once they were ripe. Um, Going to use that to give a little, flavor profile. Then, as far as spices are concerned, it's going to be cumin, coriander powder, and also ginger powder. I'm not going to give fresh ginger. I want the ginger to be in there. Garam masala, and most probably, I'm not sure if I want to give turmeric. I don't think turmeric is necessary in this one. Uh, of course, the beans are salted and boiled, so it is salted already, and the pumpkin is roasted. So if necessary, I'll add a little salt. If not, I will not. So that's how we start. Some cumin seeds and red chili. It has a very nice fragrance that I love. That's why I do this roasting to get started. So that's the red chili going in. So the 2 red chilies and some whole. I always start with a dry roast. I think the seed gets roasted, gets a little aroma. Then when I put the oil, pan is hot already, and the oil sizzles in. So that's why I like doing it that way. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to use the 2 eggs as a garnish on top. Um, I have been using it, I know, but it's going to be cooked a little bit, and plus it's going to be heated before serving. So hopefully both of them together will work. I have to remember to heat it and take it in a like hot bag before going to class tomorrow. It's kind of Rajma inspired, you can say, but not really Rajma. And not really Rajma because of the fact that I'm not doing the whole Rajma beans, the red kidney beans, it's pinto beans. Also, the fact that I'm putting pumpkin in there. Rajma usually doesn't have pumpkin. The other half I kept. I'm going to use it somewhere else. If I need the other half, I might give the other half a little raw, not saute it. It's a perfect winter food. Heats up your body. It's not cold, not like salad. I am putting a lot of tomatoes in it just because I think it will need that acidity. Be careful when chopping frozen stuff, it does slide. And my hands are freezing. I'm going to put the pumpkin first. Might be too much pumpkin, so let me give half and then I'll give the other half after looking at the beans. These are roasted pumpkin, so I'm not worried about it not being cooked. It's roasted pumpkin and boiled beans, so cooking is going to get done. Okay, the amount of tomatoes, I might be able to put all the pumpkin in. This is what makes it Indian, right? The coriander, the cumin, all that together. The warm spices. I'm putting equal proportion of coriander and cumin. Usually cumin goes more than coriander. And this is the ginger. Again, I think I put about 1 tablespoon coriander powder, 1 cumin powder, and about half a teaspoon, sorry, 1 teaspoon coriander powder, 1 teaspoon cumin powder, and a half teaspoon ginger powder. That's the combination right now. And I didn't put the chili powder yet because I already had chili. Remember the 2 dried chilies I added? So that's why I didn't put the chili powder yet. But I am going to add that a little later. So I would say half a spoon of chili, 1/4. Okay, half teaspoon of chili powder. Now, chili powder sometimes, some of them are very hot, some of them are medium. This is kind of a medium hot, so this goes a long way. Smells good. Oh, like I said, I'll add a little bit of the sugar, about 2 teaspoons, just because the pumpkin wasn't very sugar sweet, so that's why I'm sugarifying the pumpkin to give it the taste that I wanted it to have. Haven't added any salt yet. We'll add the salt at the end. Eggs. So I might as well get my ghee to make it taste better at the end. Dump this in. It's low on salt. I could taste it, so I'm going to adjust the salt at the end. A little bit more. It became sweet. The sugar is on the high side. So the salt should make up for it. Little garam masala, little ghee, and then garnish with cilantro and eggs, and that's it.